Oh, Jesus. Turn this music down. I gotta love that won't never die. No, 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 never, never. I gotta love that lasts forever and ever and ever. Shining your light on me, yeah. No, 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 never, never. Ooh, I'm a little sore. I think I pulled a little muscle. Hey, Marlene Walker in Baltimore. Let me get me another shirt. I feel a little too exposed. Feeling about you one day. Feeling you. Hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Good day thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig DeRetta Stewart, and this is the Facebook Live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. So I went to the gym today. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I was very, very tired. So I didn't go yesterday, but I did go today. And when I say I was working out really good and really hard, and I think I pulled a little muscle right here in my lower back, like here, right here on the side. I had to put on a shirt because it was too plunging and it was too sheer. Felicia, no, you're not late. Have a seat, niece. What's up, Miami? What's up, Tawanda? Where y'all watching from? H-Town Henny, I'm thinking you're down in Houston. Hey, Diane from Kentucky. Nana from Miami. All right. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me show you some stuff that came today. I got some stuff that came today. Hey, Pam Jones. Hey, girl, hey. So Tonette sent some more stuff. So she sent me some more of my favorite lip stuff by EOS. She sent me some of my favorite stuff by EOS. This one is Sweet Mint. You know, you always got to keep your lips nice and moist. You never know, you might need to kiss somebody. You don't want to have your lips all hard and stuff. When somebody come in for a kiss. Hey, Tonette in California. She also sent me these. Look, these ginger gins. These are ginger apple candy. I had one this morning. What's up, Dothan, Alabama? What's up, Little Rock, Arkansas? Cuthbert. You on Cuthbert Street or Cuthbert, Georgia? Oh, she's Cuthbert, Georgia. Cuthbert Avenue. She's in Cuthbert, Georgia. What's up, ATL? What's up, Mississippi? Alla backwards. Yeah, she's in Birmingham. That's my girl, Terry Davis. These are really tasty. Hey, South Carolina. What's up, Cartersville, Georgia? You're welcome, Alicia McNeil. Brooklyn, New York. If you got a free book, because it was gifted to you by somebody in here, please go ahead and post a picture of it on your social media. I tell them all the time. You don't have to send a picture to me. I know you have it because I sent it to you. Am I blurry tonight or is that Kylie's phone? What's up, Chicago? Detroit? California. All right, so Tonette sent me some more. Hey, Sharice in New York. Sharice, what's your sign? Somebody pass Sharice some tissue. Tonette, did you send some tissue in here for the tissue paper feeling people? Am I blurry? Let me see if I'm on, hold on. That's because that Wi-Fi was on. Is that better? That's because that Wi-Fi was on. Oh, okay. Is it better now? Did Tonette send some tissue in here? For the tissue paper feeling people? But Tonette sent me some more organic jasmine rice, brown rice. She also sent me, I was going to brush my teeth for y'all earlier, but I didn't have time. She sent me this charcoal toothpaste. So it's like fluoride whitening toothpaste. It's activated charcoal, so it's fresh mint and coconut oil in here. And so it's black. And so when you brush your teeth are black, right? And then she has the charcoal mouthwash that comes with it. Yes. So she sent me two tubes of this. She also sent me, this is vegan, well, it's a coconut teeth whitening system. Let me open this up and look at it. Let me see. Remember Dr. Tasha Young sent me one of these. So it's like a powder. And you take your wet toothbrush and you put it in here and you brush your teeth. So I have this as well. Ooh. 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 Yeah, I got a little pain in my lower back. You see me reaching down? Trying to get down there? She also sent me the Gum Detoxify. Gum Detoxify. This is also a toothpaste. It says it is by Crest. So she sent me 2 of these. It's toothpaste. You know, you can never have too much toothpaste. It's to detoxify your gums. Because, see, some of y'all got inflamed gums. Gums looking all puffy. Like them ankles. I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. That's a joke. Okay? Somebody pass somebody some tissue because I think somebody got in their feelings when I just said that. She also sent me 2 of these. This is cinnamon flavored Listerine, but it's no alcohol. There's no alcohol in here. So for those, I don't know if some of you know this, but you know if a person has a drinking problem, you get them non-alcoholic stuff. So you know, if you get them mouthwash with alcohol in it, you know, that could trigger them. That could give them a relapse. Hey, Carol and Denise Woods. Hey. So this is cinnamon flavor. And remember, cinnamon is really good for diabetes. Not swishing around in your mouth, but, you know, if you put it in your smoothies, like ground cinnamon. Ground cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar. Ground cinnamon. So she got me 3 of these. You can never have too much mouthwash. Then she got me, remember she put these little notes on it too. So this says, this is amazing. She put, this is amazing. Oral hygiene is very important, especially if you plan on kissing me. Don't come kissing me with no puffy gums. So this is called Nightly Reset. It's called Nightly Reset. See that? Nightly Reset. And so this right here, you're supposed to use at night after you brush your teeth. And then you're supposed to use it also in the morning. It says works hard to help erase the effects of the day. Use before and after sleep to clean deeply, replenish enamel. Your enamel is very important. And defend against cavities. Now, when I was a kid, I used to brush my teeth for very long periods of time. And my mother would always complain. She'd be like, boy, would you get out of the bathroom? She would hate for me to go in the bathroom before her, especially if I was going there to brush my teeth. She'd be like, I got to get in there I got to use the bathroom. But then as soon as we got to the dentist, they'd be like, oh my God, Miss Stewart, he does such an amazing job brushing his teeth. His teeth look amazing. Thank you for staying on top of him. And she'd be like, yeah, I stay on him all the time. And I'm like, girl, don't even do it. I'd be like, you be the main one trying to rush me out of the bathroom. And she, well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I just think that he's in there too long. And so then they were like, no, let him, allow him to take his time. Look at y'all wanting to talk about the after show. She sent me this whitening therapy. Whitening therapy, toothpaste. She sent me 2 of these. You can never have too much toothpaste. Trust and believe, when I go on my book tour and stuff, when I'm out of town, I carry my tubes of toothpaste. Then she also sent me this one. This is Colgate with charcoal. Colgate with charcoal. And this one came with, I'll come to that in a second. Give me a moment. They always trying to rush me and talk about what they want to talk about. Y'all love to be rushing me. So like, see, this has charcoal in it as well. See, she's not black like the other one. See, this one is more like gray. But usually it's black. And this came with like a little toothbrush. This came with a toothbrush. I'll keep this in my room for somebody, like if they come and they don't have a toothbrush. Because, Chase is famous for coming over here without a toothbrush. And I'm like, go in there and get a toothbrush. And I don't like to give them my battery-operated ones. You give the kids the little giveaway toothbrushes. So thank you for that. And then she also sent me some more of my superfood. This is the stuff. Shut up, Trina Bowles. Talking about she gonna have my teeth looking like chiclets. The charcoal toothpaste is really good for whitening your teeth. It's really good for whitening your teeth in a natural way. This right here, this is the baobab powder. Remember, this is a superfood. I add this in, it's organic. This is the stuff that I put in my smoothies. You do a scoop in your smoothies. And then she sent me this one, cacao. Is that how you say that? Cacao. But cacao is basically what chocolate, what's in chocolate, right? This is what's in chocolate, but without the dairy and all of that stuff. But this is what makes it taste like chocolate. So this is also like a supplement that I will be putting in my, see, it says Nature's Dark Chocolate because there's nothing added to this. So I'm going to put this in my, she sent me 2 of those. She sent me some more black soap, 3 of those. I got a whole case in there. And that's it. That's all we have over here. She sent me 3 of these. And that's it, right? Yes. Okay, so last night on the after show. First of all, right, Marcella, she might need to claim me. My social security number is, Tonette, my social security number is, so you can write me off next year. So, I remember I was telling you guys the other day that Madison, we have a podcast for the Queen Supreme Court, right? So, before, we would tape the podcast after we did the live show. And so she and the guest would come on after the live show. They would get on her Instagram live and they would, take calls from people who call in and they would talk about what was on the show and da-da-da-da. And then sometimes the people would call in and be like, oh, you were boring on the show. We didn't like you. They did that to Lil Mo. They told Lil Mo that she wasn't shit. She should have stayed her tired ass at home. They did that with OG Nunu. They told her she was boring. She acted like she was sleepy. Why did you even come on the show? Did you know where you were going? Like, y'all be lighting them up. So we used to do that after the Facebook Live show, right? Well, Madison and I had a conversation last week where she decided that we needed to change the format of the podcast. So instead of it coming after, we decided to start doing it in the day. So you know how I go over there on Monday morning or afternoon? We decided that once I got over there, we would record us putting together the items for the docket. I shared that with you guys yesterday because I went live last night, which I don't typically do on Monday, but I did it last night, and I was downstairs on the bench, and I was showing you guys how we were getting the show ready and all of the pictures and videos that we were using. So we decided that would be something that people would want to hear, hearing us putting together stuff, because we usually have a shitload of things that we're gonna talk about putting on there, but then we have to whittle it down. We have to decide what's actually gonna stay. So she and I sometimes go back and forth, because I'm always trying to put some old black shit on there or some political stuff. And she doesn't always want to do that, So yesterday, you got to hear me, her, and Funky Dineva putting it together. Well, you'll hear it Friday because the Queen Supreme Court podcast drops on Friday mornings at 6 a.m. So I edited that last night. So long story short, so since I don't have to be there after the live show to record anymore, I jumps in the car and hit it. I go home. And remember, I was still very tired from California. Like, my body had just started to kind of adjust to California time because I was out there for almost a week. So I was sleepy, ready to go. I was hungry. And next thing I know, I don't even know what made me... Oh, I know what it was. I was scrolling through Instagram last night, and I saw like a screen recording of a part of their live show from last night. And I saw Tamar Braxton's comments, and they were saying how she was going at Dineva, right? So I saw that on my Explorer on Instagram. And so that made me go over to Madison's Instagram and watch it back. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a good portion of it. And before I got to that, I got to the part where Madison was like, Craig is gone. He jumped in the Uber, child. Yeah, child, Craig is gone. He did left. He got an LTR waiting on him. He got a man up in D.C. She just went on and on. See, this is why it's important not to be sharing your personal business with people too quickly. This is why it's important to take your time. You know what I'm saying? Because I've only shared that with her one time, right? But every time she calls me and she can't get me on the phone, she swears I'm on the phone with LTR. She never says his name. She always says LTR. And I just be like, I'm like, girl, you think I'm just be sitting here, long-term relationship. LTR is long-term relationship. And I'm just like, girl, you think every time you call my phone that I'm just literally sitting here waiting to pick up, hey? Like, I don't even pick up my mother's calls all of the time because life just happens and sometimes you just can't get to the phone. I do shower. So, I can't answer your phone call if I'm in the shower. You know what I'm saying? So she be like, oh, you acting funny, LTR. You got your little LTR, so now I can't get you on the phone. I'm like, Madison, I just talked to you earlier. What are you talking about? So anyway, when I look back at that video, because I was trying to get to the part about Tamar. I was trying to get to that. And I hear Madison saying, yeah, child, he done got him an LTR, and we coming up there to Baltimore, but that's why Craig going up there a few days before me, child, because he trying to get up there to that LTR. I'm like, now mind you, we're doing the Queen Supreme Court live in October 22nd in Baltimore. The Eventbrite tickets are already up there for sale. I posted it on my page, but you can always go to eventbrite.com and type in Queen Supreme Court, and the shows will come up, and you just buy your tickets. Mind you, the show is October 22nd. My mother's birthday is October 19th. I told that trick, Madison. I told Madison, I said, girl, I'm going to already be, because she was like, well, we're going to jump in a car and drive up there. I said, girl, no, he ain't driving no 10, 11 hours. First of all, if you know me, I do not like to drive long. Yes, Jasmine, I saw your tickets. I saw that you purchased your tickets. Thank you. You and Lori Jeter in Baltimore and some other people, but I recognize those two names. But I'm like, girl, I don't drive no 10 hours, 11 hours. He jumping on the plane. If it's anything over 5 hours, and 5 hours is really pushing it for me. I don't mind anything like 3 hours, maybe 4. But she talking about, yeah, we're going to jump in the car. I said, girl, no, I'm not jumping in the car. I said, my mother's birthday is the 19th of October. So I'm going to fly up there for my mother's birthday. So I'll already be in Maryland. That's what I told that bitch. And she going to get on Facebook Live last night talking about, oh, yeah, that's why he ain't slick. That's why he going up there early. I'm just like, are you serious right now? So when I saw that, I was so fucking tickled. Like, I laughed my ass off. I was sleepy as shit. I was hungry. And then, like, just watching that, because, I mean, I had no idea she said anything about, because the girl who called in was like, is Craig there? Is Craig there? And I'm like, who is this asking for me? Because you don't even usually see me on the live show, on her live show. You know what I'm saying? Because what I do is behind the scenes. So there's really not a reason for me to be in front of the camera. So anyway, yeah. But back to the Tamar part. So I didn't really understand why she chimed in and started coming for Dineva, because Dineva really did not say anything about her molestation. Dineva really was talking about, he did say that her career, her singing is amazing. He said her music is amazing. He did say her ankles and her calves are the same size. I did find that especially funny because I've thought that myself. That's so shady. But I thought it was really funny because I just thought it was interesting that he noticed that. Like, and I won't say that anyway, that's besides the point. I just felt like when he said that, it made me think about things that I've thought before, because it's like her legs don't have much definition in them. You know what I'm saying? Not to be muscular and all of that, but you know, you just kind of want to see some shape in the legs. So anyway, so he said that, and then he told me she just needed to take a water pill. And I'm just like, what the fuck is he talking about? But I just feel like she's really sensitive. And she is one, but he did say one other thing, and I won't go into what, I'll say what I've said to Madison before, like, because Madison loves Tamar, and I don't have, I've met her once, I don't know her like that. But what I will say is, a lot of what Dineva was saying, I kind of believe or feel too. She's one of those people that says so much, and she's always in something, that it makes it difficult for you to like her. For me, I don't know about anybody else. And so, and again, I don't know her, so I'm not saying that I don't like her, because I don't know her. But I wonder if I ever got close to her, if it would be a challenge liking her as a person, because she just seems so quick-tempered, and she seems like she's so quick to cut with her tongue, but can't always really take it. And so, again, he didn't say anything about her being molested. Like, he kept saying that. He kept emphasizing, you know, listen, I don't want to say anything bad about somebody molested, because nobody should be touching a little boy or little girl, between their legs. Those were his words. But he went and started talking about the Nigerian she was dating. And I just think she just kind of blurred all of that together. And but she said in the comments that James is the one that told her that he was talking about her. James Wright Chanel, which he was at the show a couple months ago. He wasn't on the show, but he was there in the audience. If you watch it, you saw him sing, you heard him sing and all of that. But you know, you got to be careful. But my thing is, I see stuff written about Madison all of the time. I don't go jump on the phone and say, girl, did you see what they said about you? I just don't do that, because why do you go and report bad news like that? So I don't understand why, and I'm only saying that he told her because she said it in the comments, but I don't understand why you would run and report bad news to somebody like that all of the time. Like, that was just messy. Like, I don't want anybody coming to tell me, like, shit somebody saying about me in the comments. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't get in the comments and argue. I tell Madison all the time, I'm like, girl, I be seeing them comments. Like, they be talking shit about me. Craig, get it together. You fucking up the sound. And like I told you guys yesterday, I don't operate the sound. I don't operate the sound. You know what I'm saying? I call the show. We put together the docket. I call the show. I let production know when to go to the next video, when to go to the next picture. You know, I do the behind this. I'm not operating sound. I'm watching the comments. So if you guys are saying, Craig, the sound is off or whatever is off, I relay that to production. I'm paying attention to that stuff. But I don't give a fuck about them people in them comments saying, Craig, get it together. You're going to be fired tomorrow. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think a part of being prepared, I think a part of being prepared for celebrity and a part of being prepared to live this public life, because I kept thinking about yesterday watching that video with her in those comments, because I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of her music too. I'm a fan of the show, Braxton Family Values. I'm also a fan of, what's her show? Tamar and Vince. I'm a fan of that. So I watched her trajectory. I watched her from the beginning trying to put together a demo, being really anxious because she felt like Vince was overlooking her and like really wanting to be a star. And so I just feel like you got to be prepared and ready for what you ask for, because it's like you were so anxious to be a star, but what comes with that territory is being criticized in the public. And so part of your armor, a part of the armor that you need to build before you become a celebrity is to not be so sensitive. You know, it's like my mom and I, we have these conversations all the time. And she's always like, because like I said to her the other day, I was just like, you know, it's my mother. So like, I want to be able to vent to her without a whole bunch of, you know. So like, I said to her the other day, I was in California. And I was just like, girl, I'm tired. I said, I really don't know if... I said, I'm not complaining, because my mother is quick to be like, well, I know you're not complaining. Because, you know, I say to you guys all the time, it was just a handful of months ago when my black ass was substitute teaching and driving for Lyft and Uber. So I am grateful that I can wake up when the fuck I want to wake up. I go ship your orders out. I'm grateful that you guys order the t-shirts and the ringtones and all of that stuff that I'm doing. You support the GoFundMe, all of that stuff. I appreciate all of that, but my mother seems to think, and I think sometimes people seem to think that you're not grateful because you just trying to catch your breath, just because you say, whew, I'm tired, like, you know, I just need to, I just don't feel like packing, or I just don't feel like, like I haven't unpacked from California. The bag is sitting, look, it's shit all on the floor right here. You can't see it, but it's shit right here, it's shit over there, it's shit in my bedroom, and that's what I was saying to you yesterday. I have somebody that comes in that cleans, not trying to be fabulous, but because I ain't got no motherfucking energy to be washing no tub and cleaning, mopping, and dusting and all that bullshit. Like, who has time for that? Because, like, I've already booked a rental car for DC, because I'll be there Thursday, because I have a signing on Saturday, Busboy and Poets in Hyattsville. So, you know, it's like I just came up from California, so I'm about to go and get my hair cut on Thursday. Don't be looking at my shit. I'm going to get my hair cut on Thursday, and then I'll be back on a plane again. And then the next week, because Mike and Maisha, they're going with me to South Carolina, I'll be in a car going to South Carolina. So it's like every week I'm going. And then we got the October 15th Queens Supreme Court show in Orlando. So we're going to be going down there. Every single weekend just about, I'm going to be gone. So it's not that I'm not grateful, but sometimes you just feel like, damn, bitch, I am tired. And it doesn't mean that I'm not grateful. And my mother sometimes mixes or confuses those two. She like, well, I remember when you didn't have nothing. Girl, I remember too. But that does not negate the fact that my ass is tired. Or just, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful. Traveling wears you out. You know, you packing, you trying to figure out what you're going to wear on the next trip. So, and then, of course, I'm editing podcasts. You know, because I got the podcast that I got to edit for Monday for So Much to Say. I've already edited the Queen Supreme Court podcast for Friday. You know what I mean? I got a lot on my plate. That was the reason that I brought in Maisha, which I need a new assistant. That was the reason that I brought in Maisha, because I need her to kind of help me with some of this administrative stuff. You know, like shipping out the orders and, you know what I mean? So I appreciate it. I really do. So I just feel like a part of Tamar's like before she became famous, before she became an artist, a part of her work should have been developing a thick skin. Tracy Brown, you in Atlanta? Oh yeah, you are in Atlanta. My cleaning lady is coming over here. I'm gonna introduce y'all to her. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna introduce you. Her business card is in the other room. I have to show it. I have to introduce you. I'm gonna introduce you guys to her. She's local. She's in Atlanta. Well, she's in Georgia. She ain't in Atlanta. But she's in Georgia. She's good. She's thorough. Now, I did have to tell her to clean my shower the first time. She's like, did you want me to clean the inside of the shower? Girl, you think I want to step in a dirty shower? But she's really good. But, you know, but the other point that I was going to make, too, is just like I used to watch America's Next Top Model. Do you remember America's Next Top Model? So I used to watch that show all of the time, and they would have all these little young models when they were talking about, oh my God, this is my dream. I've always wanted to be a model, and this, that, and the third, and you know, this is all I've ever wanted to do. Blah 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 blah. And then soon as Tyra Banks comes and says, okay, well we need to cut and color your hair, they crying and carrying on. I don't want to cut my hair. But girl, I thought you said this was your passion. I thought you said this is what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't ask for something, and then don't want to do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that, you know, the worst thing is to ask or want something all of your life and then to finally have it delivered to you and you not be prepared. You know, so I just feel like that whole thing with Tamar and Dineva went left and it didn't need to go left. So yeah, so that was that. Did you guys read the post that I put up? One of you had sent me about having a brother that's on drugs. Did you guys read that? Because I was gonna kind of give, well, not kind of, I was gonna give my opinion on that. Oh, let me read it. I guess I'll read it to you, so you'll know what we're talking about. Yes, the burden of a blessing. That's a good way to put it. No, I haven't gotten the apron yet. I need to check my P.O. box. Michelle Yates, I haven't been here to check the P.O. box, niece. I'll check the P.O. box, though. I have to check it. But I'm sure it's there. I'm sure it's at the P.O. box. See, that's the other thing I be having people. Did you check your mail? Did you check the P.O. box? Did you do this? Hold on, I'm trying to get to it so I can read it because I know everybody didn't see it. All right, so somebody said, good afternoon, Craig. I know you are very busy, but I just wanted to vent about more family issues. Well, it's kind of hard. I have a brother that was released from prison about 2 months ago after 8 years for using drugs and robbery. Oh. Somebody pass Michelle Yates a tissue, please. Please give Michelle Yates a tissue and say, hey, Tish. She said, Craig, I am not your niece. He gets out, get a job, doing good, and then he's back on drugs. How you in prison for that long and start back so soon? And then she says, it's so hard to see him doing this and not answering the phone, text messages. My parents had 9 kids, 7 girls and 2 boys. Our oldest brother passed at the age of 22. We think somebody put something in the drugs he was using. It's very hard now to see our younger brother going through this. I know you talked about a family member that was on drugs. My sisters and I are not taking this very well, just trying to deal with it, but it's so hard. Guess we just have to let go and let God. So that's what she said. So here's what I'll say. You guys know in my first book, I talk about my sister being on drugs for most of my childhood. She was on drugs. You cold, Amy? But my sister was on drugs for many years, like most of my childhood. And my brother was in jail for most of my childhood. Like my brother went to jail. He was in and out of jail all of my life. And then the last time he went to jail when I was 23. He went to jail when I was 17. He went to jail for 23 years. And when he came out of jail, like the last time I had seen him, I was 17. And he went to jail for 23 years. And so when I saw him again, I was 36. I was just about to, no, I was 35. I was about to turn 36 because he came home in April, and my birthday is May 4th. So he came home in April. I was 35. And so I hadn't seen him for like 18 years because I think I talk about this part in the first book, but I went away to college in Virginia. I went to school in Virginia, so I was 4 hours away from home. And he was locked up in the Eastern Shore, Maryland, which is 4 hours in a different direction. So when I would come home for weekends and my mother would say, are you going with me to see Jimmy? I'm like, girl, I just drove 4 hours. I'm not driving 4 hours with you in another direction. Because like I would come up on a Friday, like after my classes or something. So I might get there like Friday evening. And then she'd get up and go down to the Eastern Shore like Saturday morning, 4 hours. And then she'd sit down there and talk for a couple hours, and then she'd drive back. So I would be like, girl, that would be my entire Saturday. And then I got to jump back on the road on Sunday? So I didn't go and see him. And then right after I graduated college, I know that sounds selfish, but listen. That we could be somewhere in the So after college, I moved to Atlanta. So at that point, I'm 10, 11 hours away. So I definitely wasn't driving. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't see him all those years. We talked on the phone a few times. You know, he would call my apartment like I had a house. I had an apartment. He would call my apartment. But I put a stop to that too because them calls were kind of expensive. What's up, Terrell Johnson? Those calls were expensive. I was like, listen here. Oh, yeah. I'm like, you can't be calling my phone like this, okay? Hey, Renata. So anyway, T. Zealous is in here. Barbara Kennedy, your friend. So my brother was in jail for 23 years, and we did a podcast. This is the other thing why I keep telling you guys, you got to listen to the podcast. Because I always try to put information in these podcasts that will serve you. So remember the podcast that I did called Prison Culture a couple months ago? One of the guys on there was my brother. And he talked about being on there for being in jail for 23 years and just the prison culture. And thank you, Terrell. He was just like on there talking about how he started using drugs as a teenager. He was selling drugs, but he talked about how he was using drugs. And so throughout the course of his 23 years in jail, he was dibbling and dabbling in jail on drugs. Because you can smuggle drugs in jail. Go listen to that podcast. The podcast is called So Much to Say, and it's called Prison Culture. That episode is called Prison Culture. And so he talked about how he was using drugs in jail. And when my mother listened to that podcast, because she was not there when we recorded it, she went and listened to that podcast, and she had no clue that his father, her ex-husband, got him started on drugs. And he was the one getting the drugs to him in jail. So, like, his father would visit or send stuff to get to him in jail. You know, just shit like that. So, anyway, when he came out of jail, like I said, I was 35. This has been in 2012. So he came out of jail April 2012. Words Never Spoken, my first book, came out May 2012. And he was like, he was kind of floundering, in my opinion. And so we had a heart-to-heart one day in the kitchen, because I'm very honest with my brother. Like, we can have really honest conversation. And he may not always agree, but he listens. And we can have really honest conversation. Now, my sister, that's a whole nother conversation. Bryn, I think that's your Obama phone. Girl, because we got good service over here now. Hey there, Issa Dina. Yes, the podcast is available for free. It's in SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube. Yes. But if you don't know how to get to any of those, just go straight to my website, CraigTheWriterStewart.com. There's a tab at the top that says podcast. Click on that, and then you can listen to it from my website. There's a Spotify player up there, Apple Podcasts, and a SoundCloud. So anyway, when he came home, I noticed that he was floundering, right? And I've shared a part of this story before. When he first came home, we got him clothes and sneakers and just shit like that, right? Now, mind you, I was at the beginning of my book tour. And so I was at the... Is it mine? I done already came off the Wi-Fi. It must be Facebook then. Is it my shit? Hold on, let me see. Is it still blurred? If it's blurred, just listen. Close your eyes. So, no, it's clear out. It's not raining. So, no, I'm not upset with my brother. I'm sharing this story because somebody wrote in and told me that her brother is on drugs and he's been in jail for 8 years and she doesn't understand why he's on drugs. See, Terrell said he can see me clearly. So it's y'all shit. So anyway, when Bianca says she's fine too. Maybe it's them children over there by the hurricane. Are you in those cities near the hurricane? Maybe it's raining in your shit. Maybe your cell phone tower is in a storm. Hey T Zealous, you're down here in Atlanta. So anyway, so let me tell a story. See how they interrupt me and I can't remember what the hell I was talking about? They know I ain't got no ginkgo biloba pills over here. For memory. Good, right. Close your eyes, Joelle. Now, what was I about to say now? Oh, this is why I don't be reading the comments. Thank you. Reese said my comment is fine. Indy said my service, not comment, but my video is fine. So he and I had a very honest conversation one day because he came home and I was proud of him that he got a job after being in jail for 23 years. He got a job in like 2 or 3 months after being home, right? He was out there pounding the pavement, found a job. And so when he came home, this is what I was saying. Thank you, Terrell. When he came home, my mom, we chipped in and got him clothes, got him sneakers and all that kind of shit. And remember, I was at the beginning of my book tour. So I really didn't have no whole bunch of money to be trying to, but you know, I understood and I made a sacrifice. So we got him clothes and stuff. And then this Negro gonna say, he was trying to get people to buy him cigarettes and shit. He was trying to get people to buy him the latest and flyest sneakers. And I'm like, Negro, I'm not buying that bullshit. Now, what I did suggest and what I did say to him was, I said, well, here's what I will do. I will pay for you to go to a computer class. Because when this Negro came home, he didn't even know how to text message. He didn't know how to text message. Because I know there are people that get cell phones in jail. They smuggle them in jail. But he obviously wasn't privy to how to text message and stuff. So when he came home, he had to learn how to text message. And all of these jobs that he was applying for and getting, they were manual labor type jobs. And this Negro was 50 years old when he came home, 51. So he couldn't be out there lifting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't no youthful 42 like me. So anyway, I said to him, I said, well, here's what I will do. I said, I'll pay for you to go to a computer class because maybe you can get you an office job where it's not manual labor and you're not out in the hot ass sun or working in a warehouse or some shit like that. Let me pay for. He didn't want that. So he didn't want to do that. So then he would take these little jobs. He'd work for a month and then it would be too much for his back or too much on, you know, too much strain, too strenuous. And so then he would sure enough be looking for another job, right? So at this point, he started slipping and he was relapsing. He probably had never stopped using drugs, but it became really noticeable. And like he was starting to look really gaunt, G-A-U-N-T. He was starting to look really emaciated. And we were just like, you okay? Niece, are you okay? So he just was starting to look bad, and we were like, what is going on with you? So we knew, he started nodding and shit. You know how they do. He started nodding and shit. We're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And we had a real honest conversation one day in the jail, in my mother's kitchen. I said to him, I said, listen, it was just the two of us. And I said to him, I said, let me explain something to you. Because here's the other story. Going back, when he was in jail and he would call me sometimes, here in Atlanta, he was always talking about how he wanted to write a book. He wanted to write a book about his life and what happened when he went to jail. And he wanted to write about getting locked up for something that he didn't do. And so he had handwritten this book. And I said to him, I said, well, when you come home, you should type it. And so I got him set up on the computer. I had him in there typing it. I told him I would pay for him to go to a computer class. This Negro typed up, I think, 3 pages. I don't even think it was 3. And that was it. And then, like I said, he was out here using these drugs and shit. And so we had a heart-to-heart one day in the kitchen. And I said to him, listen, if this is what you were going to come home to do, you may as well stay your black ass in jail. What the fuck did you come home for? Were you going to just come home to languish? Languish. Is that what you came home to do? You may as well have stayed in jail. And he was just standing there looking at me. And I said to him, I said, now listen, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. Come on in and sit down, Deidre. I'm not judging you. But what I'm saying to you is, we have made a sacrifice while you were in jail. And see, Victor, you said how selfish it was that I wasn't taking all them phone calls. First of all, listen. The family makes a sacrifice for these people when they're in jail. Because not only are you in jail, but now my phone bill is a prisoner. Now I got to pay excessive phone bills because you locked up. I got to take time out of my life and come to your jail, or come to this jail, stand in line. Sometimes get down there, you don't have your ID. Sometimes you get down there, the visiting hours are over, or you on lockup so you can't get a visitor. Like, you're interrupting other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And my life doesn't stop just because you go to jail. Now, that might sound insensitive, but it's the truth. And so, you hear, y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So anyway, I said to him, all of those years that mommy was sending you clothes down there, sending you money and doing all of this kind of shit, this is how you repay her? You bring your black ass home? Like, we having an honest conversation. It's just the two of us in the kitchen. And then they want to talk all long on the phone and shit. Get your ass off of here. And not only do they want to talk long, they want to be calling 2 and 3 times a week. So I said to him, I said, this is how you repay mommy? You come home and you do this shit? You could have just stayed your ass in jail. What you come home with us for? I said, and all that talk, all them fucking cars that you be having somebody in there make, because they so creative when they locked up. Child, I said to him one day, I said, you know what, who is this Negro that be making these beautiful cars that's giving Hallmark a run for their money? Because if you had used that ingenuity when you were out in civilization, maybe you could have had your own greeting card business. They become so crafty and so, they tap into this creativity. And it's just like, well, where was that creativity? And then he talked about family and he want to be with family. I said, well, you wasn't thinking about family before your ass got locked up. Now all of a sudden because you locked up, you concerned about family time. But anyway, I said to him, you need to make the best effort to be the best person that you can be now that you're out. And I said, and then what I will share with you, what I will say to you is, I don't know what it's like to be in jail for 23 years. I've never walked that walk. I don't plan on ever walking that walk. So I can't speak to what that looks like. That's why I wanted to do that podcast, that one called Prison Culture. Because I can't really speak to what that does to a person's psyche. I did watch the Kalief Browder story. Those of you in New York, I know you know who Kalief Browder is or was. But those of you who don't, Kalief Browder, you need to look it up. You need to look up his documentary. That was another one of the documentaries that Jay-Z did. See, this is the thing that I be trying to tell y'all. You got to pay attention to the shit that these artists are doing. Like, they do a lot of shit behind the scenes that you may not know. Like, Jay-Z is the executive producer, at least one of the executive producers on that show, the Trayvon Martin thing, which I need to watch that last episode. I'm going to do that when I get off of here. Rest in Power. Jay-Z was the executive producer, one of the executive producers on there. He was also the executive producer with Harvey Weinstein, Me Too, that Harvey Weinstein. He was also the executive producer on a show, it was on Spike TV, called The Kalief Browder Story. And see, Jay-Z puts it, I don't know if you guys know the story, Fela. It was a Broadway play, and they toured the country. It was called Fela Kuti. Jay-Z was a producer on that Broadway show. You better do your research. That's what I be trying to tell you. These people make this money, but they be serving you with the content. Some of them. And I'm going to share something else with you. I think I've shared this before. Remember when at the height of like the Trayvon Martin thing and like, I got to watch part 6. Remember at the height of the Trayvon Martin thing and like this whole Black Lives Matter thing and all of that stuff? Remember how a lot of those protesters and stuff were getting locked up and arrested and shit like that? And they'd be out there for hours petitioning and picketing and shit while we were at work or while we were doing whatever we were doing. When those people were out there, John Legend and his wife, they sent food out there to feed those people. They did it behind the scenes. Did you know that? See, that's the kind of shit I would do if I couldn't be there. That's the kind of shit I would do. They made sure that those people that were protesting and shit were getting out of, they were paying to get them out of jail and shit too. They were paying their, what's it called when you get locked up and you got to pay your bail? They were paying that. And they were sending food out there for those people that were out there. Yes, Fela is an African musician. Yes, is it Issa Dena? So yeah, so anyway, going back to what I was saying about my brother, I said to him, you worried us to death when you were locked up about somebody typing up that book for you. I said, you done came home and you only typed 3 pages. What are you doing? You know, and I said, and I don't know what it's like to be in jail. I don't know what it's done on your mental. And he said, well, Craig, I know that I need to speak to somebody. I know that I said, well, if you have the wherewithal to be able to say that to me, then you have enough knowledge and common sense to speak to somebody down there, like your probation officer, because he still had probation. You should be asking your probation officer for a grief counselor or somebody that you can talk to. And I said, because if you have the language to say that, if you can stand there and say that to me, then you have enough sense to be trying to seek out counseling, to kind of unpack some of that stuff that comes with being locked up for 23 years, and then being locked up for 23 years for something that you didn't do. So, you know, so we had that conversation. So to the person who sent this email, like I said, when my brother came home, he was on and off drugs, in one drug treatment program to another. It got to the point that my mother stopped speaking to that Negro. And I done told y'all in my first book that when Gladys makes her mind up to be mad with you, she can go days without speaking to you. Now, she's never not talked to me, but I've seen her do that. I've seen her for her dirty work. And so my brother came over to the house one day, and that Negro OD'd in the house. He fell out in the bathroom. And my nephew Tyreek was there. Tyreek is 14. My mother was hot. When that happened, she told Jimmy he could never come. She said, don't you come back in here. Don't even come in here. She took her door key. And she's gotten past it now. She's just getting to the point now where I told you that lady, she holds a grudge, baby. That lady will hold a grudge. But what I'll say is, that whole drug thing, it really is a chemical thing. And it really is one of those things that they have to decide that that's what they want to do. They have to decide that they want to come off of it. And no matter what good is your hope when their hope is to be who they are. So you can hope all you want, but if they don't have the desire to really come up off of it or to seek treatment or to seek help, then there's nothing you can really do about it. And like right now, he's taking it one day at a time. I saw him when I was home this last time when I had the signing in Baltimore. And he, he seems to be coming around. But, I don't like to celebrate too soon. Because, as soon as you say, oh, yeah, he's doing well, that nigga been in relapse next week. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But you can't take it personally. But you can't stop your life. And when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. I sit around the... Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Sit and wish I was a kid again. Sometimes I don't like you. But yeah. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. All right, listen, I have 3 books. Where are my readers in the building? I know it's a bunch of y'all in here that still ain't got my books, that still don't have. My first book is Words Never Spoken. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You can't be knocking shit over. My first book is Words Never Spoken, a memoir. The second one is One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, a memoir continued. The third book is So Much to Say, a book of quotes. It's relationship quotes, encouragement quotes, and relationship quotes, encouragement quotes, and wisdom quotes. One book is $20, $2, $36, $3, $54. Yes, T. Zealous, where are you at? You in Atlanta? Girl, I write about Atlanta when I moved here in 98. Before I became a part of the community. Before I accepted that I was a part of the community. The Cash App ID is The Writer, THEWRITER. Once you send your coins through here, your coinage, make sure you inbox me your shipping address if you do not put it in the Cash App. Because I'm not a psychic. Like I don't know where you live. Like some of y'all be sending me money through here, and I be sitting there like, are they gonna tell me where this going? Thank you, Miss Tracy Brown. Oh, you got your books today. Good. Please post a picture of your books on your social media, please. Please, please, please. I appreciate you. But yes, I will be in Maryland this weekend. I'm signing and doing a little meet and greet at the Busboy and Poets. I'm going to have my hair cut. Don't get it fucked up. I'm going to have my hair cut come Saturday. So I'm going to look rough until Thursday. What woman I dated? I want to talk about this woman you dated one day. Bryn, did you want to purchase some books? One book is $20, $2, $36, but the books are also available on Amazon. They're available on Audible. I'm narrating them in my best speaking voice. They're also available if you want to download them on your iPad or your Google Play or whatever. Bryn, you know how to use the Cash App, niece? Hey, niece. Where's T. Zealous? I done came home and got in this tub. This is the first time I got in the tub in my place because I don't take baths. I shower. Oh, so Bryn, my Cash App is The Writer. Let me go ahead and pin it down here for you. Where the... Oh, can somebody pin it down there, The Writer? Yes, they're on Amazon as well, Bryn. They're on Amazon. They're on Audible. You can download them to iBooks or Kindle or whatever. Look at Deidre talking about I need something else to read. Now, I got to take my time and write this next book. Because, if I put some trash out, y'all going to be reading me for filth. T. Zealous, we shipped to Stone Mountain. You know how to use Cash App, T. Zealous? Good night, Terry Davis. What you talking about, Alicia and Courtney? You're welcome, Nita Hood. Please post a picture on your social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Please. Thank you, Deidre, for posting that up there. One book is $20, $2, $36, $3, $54. Ooh, I'm a little sore. The last girlfriend that I had was in college, yes. I write about that in my first book. My last girlfriend was in college. Where's the book? Maybe I'll read a little piece. I can't find it. Thank you. Look, Terry said, let me go ahead and do this before I go to bed. Thanks, niece. Yes, thank you, Carolyn. When you order through me, though, T. Zealous and my girl, was it Bryn? I signed them, and I include these bookmarks in there with your books. But yeah, my last girlfriend was in college. And let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the backstory to that. So I said I was giving 3 books away. Did somebody pay for 3? I said I was giving 3 books away. When did I say that, Trina? Oh, Bryn is a male. Oh, well, yeah, you definitely need to read the book. Hey, boy, hey. Oh, you want me to do a whole segment one night, Alicia? Check my phone. Let me look. Trina, when did I say I was giving away a book? 3 books. I ain't say no that earlier. Oh, thanks, Bianca. All right, Bianca is gifting 2 books. Hey, girl, hey. I'm going to gift one to Bryn. Bryn, I need you to inbox me your shipping address. And who is this up here telling me she had to get an igniter or something? T. Zealous, I'm going to send you 1 book. T. Zealous and Bryn, inbox me. I bet they know how to do that, though. Inbox me your shipping address. Don't send me no P.O. box. We don't ship the P.O. boxes because we ship via FedEx. Thank you, Bianca. I appreciate that. I said I have 3 books. I didn't say I was gifting 3 books. I said I have 3 books, meaning out for... I said I have 3 books. I didn't mean I was giving away books. They about to start a full-scale mutiny in here. Jarek, I already gave the 2 away. Thank you, Bianca. That was so sweet of you. And listen, I did not forget about the money drawing spray. I did not forget about the one. Thank you, Sandra Westbrook. Thank you. That's my girlfriend from the Walmart. What was I about to say? Y'all be taking me too fast. Shakika, tell me it sound like you were giving away a book. No, that ain't sound like shit. No, just like. We ship via FedEx, so we need physical address. Oh, Trina Bolden says she's going to gift the book. Now, let me go over here to the Cash App, see if that changed over here. Who was that third person that said they... Zarek or somebody? Was it Zarek? Where is that person's name? Jarek. Jarek. When Trina sends her money through here, you can inbox me your shipping address. Thank you, Terry. That's what I was about to say. I did not forget about the spray, the money drawing spray. I'm going to get some more of those. Remember, I've just been busy. I just haven't had a chance to do it. I have not forgotten. I'm going to order the money drawing spray, and I'm going to gift those to some of my faithfuls, like Bianca. That's what made me think about it when she just gifted that book. So I'm going to gift her a money drawing spray, and some of the other people, Trina Bolden, you know, some of the other people. Now let me see if, let me refresh, see if Trina sent that coin through here. Jarek, I don't need your address until Trina sends the, money through. But no, Trina and I went to school together, so I know she's good for it. But still, don't send me your address yet. No, just playing. Oh my goodness. Communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend. But I did not say I have 3 books to gift. I was saying I have 3 books. Terry, yes, you're a faithful one too, niece. I got you. I'm going to send you a money drawing spray. I'm going to send my girl Lizzie a money drawing spray because that lady did not have to pay that parking ticket that I got last week in California. She did not have to do that. That lady said, I said, no, you don't. And then listen, when I offered to send her the other 2 books, because she only has the first book. When I offered to send her the other 2 books, she kept saying, no, I'm going to pay for it. I just did that out of the kindness of my heart. I said, no, I'm going to gift you these books. And so I went on it. Well, actually, what happened was somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody said, no, send her the books. I'm going to send you the money for it. I can't remember who that was. All right, so Trina just sent the money. So Jarek, you can inbox me your shipping address too. Okay. Look at them talking about this money drawing spray. Do y'all want me to tell the story about my last girlfriend right now? Or you want me to wait till tomorrow? What y'all want to do? I think we should wait till tomorrow because then I can read a little excerpt from it and then I can just really build the story. I can really give you the story. You know what I'm saying? Jet black Mercedes. But yes, okay, so there's two saying now. Oh, everybody's saying now. Tell it now. They talking about we don't. All right, let me get the book. I'm gonna read a little piece. And don't be looking at my little long john pants because they real tight. Terry said tomorrow because she trying to go to sleep. They like, well, Terry, take your ass to sleep. Look, Tanya said tomorrow's not promised. Jasmine said, ooh, I'm sore. Don't be looking at me, y'all. Ooh. I'm trying to get up. Back when I was nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. That's why I'm wishing to this day, who no find me. Even when the sky was gray, you would rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. And that's real to a brother like me, baby. Never ever get my... They keep it tight. Ooh. Look, they saying do it now. Listen, I'm going to have to go ahead and do it now. The consensus is in. All right, let me get to that chapter. Now, you know this is available already in Audible, so if you don't want to read the book, you can actually go to Audible and download it, you know. You can hear me read it. Let me find the chapter. Oh, Jerry, tell me what I'm trying to hide. Okay, Kiana said expound on it tomorrow. I can be your Noah. You can be my wedge. I can be your sun. You can be my earth. That's how he said it, earth. He didn't say earth. It's this way. Hold on. Does anybody know what chapter it is? Yes, I was looking on Groupon for a massage. I read the yeah, it's 337 pages, the first book. Girl, ain't nobody tap nothing, girl. What was I about to say? Anybody know what chapter it's in? Oh, here it comes. Here it is. Here it is. All right, y'all ready? All right, let me sit back. Ooh. Let me turn the music down. This is in a chapter called Flirting with the Law. It's on page 57. No, I'm starting on 56. And then I'll expound on the background of this. All right? They said wait till tomorrow because my phone is messing up. My friend Monica was a graduate student at Hampton when we met. She worked in the business center in the office where I was originally assigned to do work study freshman year. Monica worked closely with the recruiters when they came to campus. Thus, she helped students create resumes and fine-tune their interviewing skills to secure a job after graduation. Long after my work study assignment at the Career Center ended, I was still flocking to Monica's office. There was a girl in Monica's office. One day, I passed through. She was a sophomore from New York on a full scholarship. Monica told me she spent time in foster care because her mom was on drugs. Essence magazine had honored her as a young achiever for overcoming great odds. There was something that attracted me to Riley, and it wasn't that we both had family members addicted to drugs. I liked her independence. She was essentially putting herself through school. Riley was rough around the edges like most New York women. But there was a softness to her that I liked. I knew I could clean her up. You know how most gay men do. I told Monica that I wanted to take Riley out, and I begged her to put a good word in for me. The only problem was that Riley had a boyfriend. And at the time, I didn't give a fuck. At the time. Since Monica didn't really care for Riley's boyfriend, she told her for me. Initially, Riley said we could only be friends because she didn't want to hurt her boyfriend. But after a few dinner dates, now what was she doing going to dinner with me if she knew she had a boyfriend? See, that's how some of y'all do. You know you got a boyfriend. You know, we just gonna be friends, and then you going out having smoothies. Then you going to the Starbucks, and then next y'all having breakfast, and then you going to dinner, and then you asking to have your cell phone bill paid. Next thing you know, you climbing on the dick, and you getting tapped. So, you know, she should have said no. So anyway, but after a few dinner dates and phone calls, she left him. Riley told me right away that she didn't want to have sex again until she was married, which left me both disappointed and relieved. I made a promise to myself that I would have sex with a female before deciding to be gay, because I thought I had something to prove to myself and people. But there was a relief of knowing I wouldn't be pressured for sex. Riley and I got close fast. We met for lunch and dinner at the cafeteria on campus. She wanted to meet for breakfast too, but I wasn't going for the early wake-ups since I wasn't an early riser. After dinner, she liked strolling along the waterfront of the campus, holding hands and kissing on the benches before I dropped her off at her dorm. Remember, I had a car. Hey, Miss Mary. Hey, girl, hey. Once we got to her dorm, she wanted to sit in the car for another hour. I recognized her clinginess was a symptom of her abandonment issues shining through. What tone that say? I did work out. I did soak today, but I only had alcohol. I thought I had some Epsom salt, but I didn't have any in there. But I did soak in some alcohol. But when I get off of here, I might go get my ass back in that tub. Because trust, the kid is still sore. So remember, the last thing I said was I recognized her clinginess was a symptom of her abandonment issues shining through. After 4 months of the same routine, I was feeling smothered, and the public displays of affection were embarrassing. She wanted everyone to know we were together. When we met in the cafeteria, she made it her business to lean down to kiss me before she took her seat, and expected me to do the same. It was obvious that I wasn't as into her as she was into me. It dawned on me that I was using her to distract people while I figured things out. Breaking up with Riley was tough because I knew she would. It was tough because I knew she had left her boyfriend for me, and I was about to leave her. I pondered the decision for weeks, dragging it out because I didn't want to hurt her, nor did I want to tell her during midterms. I didn't want to be responsible for a drop in her grades. I made every excuse why it wasn't the perfect time to tell her and began avoiding her on campus. She cried and begged for a chance to give me the space I needed, but I refused. I couldn't give her any more false hope that things could be different though we had sat on the benches along the waterfront for hours, fantasizing about a life together with children. But there was a piece of me that wasn't as convinced it would ever happen. It happened. I was holding a secret that she wasn't privy to. It hurt me to see her in pain, but it would hurt more if I continued to delay the inevitable truth. I never ran into Riley at the cafeteria after we broke up. I found out that she was taking her lunch and dinner out to avoid me. I saw her from across campus one afternoon, but I avoided her. I couldn't face her. If I knew then what I know now, I would have told her that it had nothing to do with her and everything to do with me. I did change names, yes. I changed the names to protect the innocent. I did keep Tyler Perry's name in here. I kept Brandy's name in here. Yes, Pam, it's juicy, niece. Get you a downloadable version, the Audible. Just go to audible.com. What Miss Mary say? Miss Mary, I'm sore. Miss Mary, I went to the gym and I was doing this hamstring pull. And baby, that thing got me right together. So yeah, so that's a piece of a chapter. So that was actually the last girlfriend that I ever had. That was my, what was I, a junior? I think maybe I was a senior in college. I can't remember, but I was in college. That was the last girlfriend that I had. And what I learned from this, and what I really learned from writing the second book, which is the sequel to this book, what I really learned was I was on that road to becoming one of those men who would slip into living a double life. I was on course to become one of those men that continued to date women, continued to have girlfriends. Like, if I wanted to marry that girl, I could have married that girl. But there was a part of me, there was a part of my soul that knew I was not the kind of person that could pretend to be someone that I'm not. Like, I knew that I wasn't the kind of person that would intentionally deceive somebody. And that's what I be trying to share with you guys too, about like when you're dating people, like no one can guarantee you that they won't break your heart. You decide, I no longer want to be in this relationship. People can decide that they don't want to be in a relationship anymore. It's not always about them cheating or whatever. Sometimes people just decide that they no longer want to be in a relationship with you. But what I've learned, and one of the things that I've learned about being in relationships is it's important to fall in love with a person's character. Because if you fall in love with a person's character, a person whose character is above board and they're empathetic, they're compassionate, if the relationship should end, they're not going to mishandle you because they're a integral person. They're integral. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get with that's why it's important to really fall in love with the character of a person. Not just what you see, not just their image, not just their ambition. Don't fall in love with somebody because of their career. Like, it's important to fall in love with their heart. Because if you fall in love with a person who has a good heart, you'll be okay. Even if the relationship falls apart, you'll be okay because they will not mishandle you. They're not going to jerk you all around and they're going to be above board. And they're going to say to you, listen, I don't want to do this anymore. They're going to make sure that you're okay. They're going to try to walk you through the breakup. They're going to check on you. Hey, how you doing? Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need to go to counseling for closure, they're gonna come with you because they have that kind of a kind of a heart. But if you get with these motherfuckers who got these horrible hearts, see, y'all be falling in love with some of these people that are heartless. What did T ask? See, I be in a groove, child, and y'all be like, answer such and such's question. We need to learn how to identify when a man is on the down low. Oh. Girl, that's easy. One of the things you do is you look down at his shoes. You look down at his shoes. I can always look at a man and tell if he's straight. Straight men still wear square-toe shoes. You think I'm playing? They think I'm playing. See, I'm still unpacking stuff out of my luggage. You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't make no sense. But you can't just look for idiosyncrasies. And when I say idiosyncrasies, you can't look for the gay boy that holds you know the gay pinky. This is what I call the gay pinky. All gay, because I don't do that. I'm gay, but I don't do this. I don't hold a glass or a mug like this. I always hold my stuff like this. But you got some gays that got that gay pinky. And then there's the gay lisp. Y'all know the gay lisp, right? I don't have the gay lisp either. I'm a gay man, but I don't have the gay lisp. So that's what I'm saying. It's not always cut and dry. But that gay lisp, stop, girl, you know, that gay lisp, you know, they pronounce their words like that. Some, not all. Because again, I don't do that. And I don't hold the glass like this. You know, but those are some telltale signs. But when a man doesn't demonstrate some of those kinds of qualities, some of those idiosyncrasies, sometimes you have to pay attention to where his eyes rove. Where his eyes rove. You know how, like, you see a man, I'm talking to the women now. You know how you see a man and you looking at his crotch? You know what I'm saying? Well, gay men do the same thing. We looking at the crotch too. We bird watching. But then sometimes it's not something that you have to really be observant, because sometimes it's in the eyes. Like, I will look at a man in his eyes and can know if he's trying to fuck. Because it's like, you know, it's just a look in the eyes, and it's just like, I'm going to try to look at this camera the way that you do, but you just kind of go. You just kind of look. It's just like a gaze. And it's just spoken through the eyes. And then it's just like, you know, it's just a real subtle head nod. Now, T. Zealous, you generalizing, girl. Everybody don't walk straight with a stiff back. Girl, what kind of gay men she talking about? She act like they all walk like that. I just told her that there's a lot of things that I don't do. I don't do this, I don't do that, and I don't have the gay lisp. See, Marcellus is picking up what I'm putting down. He be looking at the bird. So it's just things like that. And I've seen men watch me like that. Like, I've seen them, like when I'm walking up towards a man, I've seen them look right down at my crotch and then look back up at me. It's just subtle things. Here's another thing. You got to watch the placement of jewelry. You know how I wear my little jewelry? Gay men, not all, because I don't wear a ring on my index finger. I just bought those rings that I have, and I have it on my ring finger, and I have one on my pinky finger. But a lot of gay men love these real ornate type jewelry pieces, like around their first finger. So you just gotta pay. It's just certain things. It's subtle things, and then obviously, you know, idiosyncrasies. When, you know what I'm saying. But I think most women look for mannerisms. Last girlfriend, and when I started dating Rocky, second book, yeah, it froze for a second. I don't know why it did that, but when I started dating Rocky, in my second book, I write about a married man. I was saying with the jewelry, sometimes a lot of times gay men, and if there are any gay men in here who understand or agree with what I'm saying, sometimes, a lot of times, not a lot, but sometimes you can tell from like the jewelry, like sometimes gay men wear a silver ring on their index finger. You know what I mean? Or their thumb. They'll wear these, you know what I'm saying? They'll wear I'm repeating what I said because you said it froze. But sometimes they'll wear a ring here or on their thumb. Yeah, so you just gotta pay attention to certain things like that. See, Richard said I'm right about the silver, the jewelry around the fingers. You know, gay men will wear. Listen, straight men don't have style like gay men. But my last girlfriend was in college, and so when I started dating Rocky, the married guy, second book, I started to develop a bit of compassion for him because I understood why he got married. Because I could have fallen in that trap. You know, because there's a period, and I definitely write about this in the second book. There's a period where you're in the closet, where you're trying to suppress the urges, the feelings, and you think you can manage it. You think you can manage those urges and those desires for the same sex. You think that you can manage that. You can control it. And those are my words in the second book, as I was describing Rocky. But you can't manage it. You can't, because I believe, and this is in the second book, sexuality is instinctive. It's how you're wired. It's a part of your genetic makeup. You can't control that. So you can abstain from sex. You don't have to have sex, but the urges and the desires and the wants go nowhere. So you may not go out and fuck a man or another woman, but the desire is there. You're just simply abstaining, niece. That doesn't make you straight. You just have abstained. That's why those of you that were supporting Eddie Long, I can't really turn the way I want to because my back is a little. Alicia then sent money through here for some spray, for some metaphysics. You know, my money drawing spray. You know how y'all were trying to act like Eddie Long wasn't part of the community? And some of these other people that y'all love, y'all want to pretend and believe that they're not part of the community. Ooh, it's right here. Yeah, you just decided that you're not going to have sex. But you're still looking and wanting. You can't control your dreams. Your wet dreams and stuff. So, I mean. But, you know, I'll let some of y'all, because, again, we talk about black shit, white shit, gay shit here. So right now I'm talking about black folks. But I'm going to let some of y'all black folks just keep on believing and pretending that some of y'all heroes aren't part of the community. But what I will tell you is, the most talented, and I'm not saying that there aren't straight people that aren't talented, but the most creative and artsy and talented people are gay people. Period. I think that's just something that God blessed us with. Shit, God had to give us something because y'all give us hell. Some of y'all. God had to give us something. Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna terrorize the gay people down there, so we're gonna make them gifted in hair, makeup, interior design. You know what I'm saying? He had to give us something. Because, you know. But the most gifted people, when you think about gospel music, most of those songs were written by gay men and some women. When you think about fashion design, most designers, clothing designers, and I don't just mean high fashion, most clothing designers are gay men. I mean, you got Diane von Furstenberg, you got a few women, but mostly they men and they gay. You understand what I'm saying? We excel in the arts. And really, when you think about it, go back to when you were in school. In school, the kid who always got the highest grades, it was always a couple girls, and if there was some boys in there, he was gay. The gay boy always had the high grades. It was always me and a couple girls. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't say every gospel song written. I said most gospel songs written have been written by gay men. I'm saying that the entertainment industry, ooh, BJ is shady. BJ Roundtree. Girl. Fubu was Damon John, but Damon John wasn't gay. Girl, Fubu wasn't that fantastic. I mean. I ain't putting nobody out there no more, y'all. I done slipped on here a few times. Too many. I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't calling nobody out of the closet. I'm talking about Eddie Long, because he done gone on to well, I don't know if he went on to glory, but he went on to somewhere. But, you know, because a lot of y'all church folk didn't want to believe that man was, A, messing around with them little boys, but B, that he was part of the community. Ooh, Hope talking about she just want to know about Maxwell. But it is a missing baby. That's how I know. I'm not about to play with y'all. Y'all not about to have me calling out people. See, I think y'all caught me a couple times because I had a couple cocktails. But because then they be like, why you be getting on there outing people? That ain't right. He shouldn't do that. Listen, here's my thing. If you have to ask about these people, then you already know the answer. Right, I need to get me an allegedly sign. But that's what I'll say. If you asking about these people, then, I mean, you blink your eyes rapidly. I mean, don't pour me no drink, niece. Look at Gigi talking about we all family in here. Go ahead and call them out. Yeah, they family too. They family too. Listen. No. I know I'm slowly biting the apple. Let me stop, Kendra. Let me get off of here. I'm about to go ahead and get back in this hot tub. I already ate. You know, I stopped at this vegan place. It's a black-owned vegan place. I don't know the name of it right now. I posted a video about it in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. But I went over there and had the sweet potato souffle, which was good. It's all vegan. I went and had the sweet potato souffle. I had the macaroni and cheese. I had a vegetable pot pie. I haven't tried it yet. It's over here. I think I'm going to eat that now. I also had these fried cauliflowers. This fried cauliflower, rather. With this barbecue sauce that they make. Jesus Christ. It wasn't buffalo. It was just fried. And they had like this barbecue drizzle on it. Oh my God, it was so good. I'm going to try to get them to come on the podcast. Because it's a new restaurant. And it's black owned. And I said to him as soon as I walked in, I said, I walked in and I was like, Girl, when are y'all open? Yeah, it's called Soma Green or something. Aletha. Yeah, look for the men that wear silver jewelry like on their index finger and on their thumbs. Jasmine said you look like Jasmine said I look like I have a Yorkie dog, like a little cute little dog, because I'm bougie or classy. She said, Jasmine, I don't want a dog. Like I like dogs, but not enough to want to get a dog. But I wouldn't get a Yorkie. They're too she for me. I found the black-owned vegan place because I kept passing it. Like there's a Thai restaurant that I go to. There's a Cuban restaurant that I go to, and they're across from them. So I walked in and I was like, girl, when are y'all open? I said, because y'all ain't ever open. Oh, you work with her aunt. Tell her aunt that I was going to put them on the podcast, because I went in there and I said, girl, I said, I could, yes, it's called Green Soma Vegan Cafe. How y'all know what I'm talking about? How did y'all know that? But anyway, the food was good. They were a little pricey, niece. They were a little pricey. Now, the little vegan pot pie that I got was $7.99. But then I got a little bit, I got the cauliflower, the fried cauliflower. I got the sweet potato souffle. I got the macaroni and cheese. And I got this zucchini. It was like a sauteed zucchini. It was really good. Baby, my bill was $25. A French Bulldog is actually, is it a French Bulldog? Yeah, a French Bulldog is the one that I've always said I would want to get if I got a dog. Then don't nobody send me no dog, okay? Don't send me no dog, because girl, I'm not here enough. So don't have no dog at my door, Tarnat and Dr. Young. Oh yeah, I did post a video over in the, yes, that's right, yes. But yeah, they're good. And so I went in and I said, girl, listen, I've been trying to support y'all for the longest. I said, when are y'all open? She said, oh, we're open from 11 to 7 p.m. I said, well, when? She said, English Bulldog. That's, I think, what I want. English Bulldog, not a French. Because a little French one, they a little ugly. And so I said, she said, oh, we're open Monday through Friday. I said, oh, well, that's the problem. $25 is a lot. All I had was a pot pie, some cauliflower, souffle, macaroni and cheese, and some zucchini. Girl, that was like a Piccadilly plate. What y'all know about Piccadilly? Oh yeah, I sure did, Lola. I forgot about that. Yeah, I like the English Bulldog. That's what I like. But I'm just like, girl. So anyway, it was $25. But it was good. The food was good. But they said their menu changes every single day. Their menu changes every single day. Now, I do like that, but I also don't like it. Because say, for instance, I want to go in there tomorrow and get some of that cauliflower. The menu changes every day. So you can't really set your mouth up. Set your mouth up. You can't really get your mouth ready or set for a specific. I do like miniature schnauzers now. I would get one of those. But yeah, it was really good. And so I said, listen, I have some people that, I can send over here. I said, they watch the videos and stuff. And I said, listen. I said, now I'm usually supporting this black place over in the West End. Is that $5 a dish? Well, I guess that ain't bad. Girl, I wasn't ready to pay $25 though. For no cauliflower, no. Girl, what I'm saying is that's like the size of a Piccadilly plate, girl. And you know, Piccadilly is giving $10. Now, if you got a senior citizen discount, it's giving $8.99. But that might be why they went out of business. I started to go live while I was eating, but I was hungry before I came on, so I just went on and ate it. I was trying to save it to show y'all, but it was good. It looked like the real thing. It's a shame. Oh. What Carolyn say? I'm about to get off here. Y'all love to keep me on here. Now, I done said I need to go ahead and get in the shower. You know, Madison and I have talked about me doing a Bish Less Dish together. We've talked. That was how a lot of you saw me, because that was the first time that I've been on a live video with her. I was on her Bish Less Dish. We've talked about it. and maybe making something vegan. But see, I'm not proficient enough to be trying to make something on live TV because you know her people, they very judgmental, and I've been cussed one of them out. I know I've been on a long time, BJ. I'm going to get off here. I've been on here almost 2 hours. Go ahead and order some of these books. Some of y'all that ain't ordered no book yet. Cash App is The Writer. 1 is 20, 2 36, 3 54. Hey girl, hey. Let me show y'all the it's the veggie pie. Ooh, hold on. Let me stand up. It's right here, y'all. Hold on, let me go over here and get it. No, I'm not friends with any of the girls that I dated. Shit, I ain't friends with none of the guys I dated. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my heavens. Treated me bad all of the time. I'm going to stand up. Shit, I'm tired of sitting down. So this is the veggie pie. Can y'all see that? Made it easy, baby. That's the veggie pie. Can you see that? So that's it. Y'all see my t-shirt? Jesus loves you. The rest of us think you're an asshole. I got this down in New Orleans 2 years ago. So yeah, I'm about to eat that. That's what I'm gonna do. Find a girl in me. I wonder how they make the crust without egg too. I don't know, but they do. Well, there's so much to say. Let me show you again. Dan Etta said it was too much light. So this is the, let's cut it open. Trying to touch a man's. Let's taste her. Oh, y'all were looking at my crotch. Y'all so nasty. Let's see what it's giving. She tasty. She ain't worth $8. But she tasty. My girl Cynthia in here from New York. Yeah, it's tasty. It's good. All right, so listen, I'm about to get off of here. I will see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. We're doing 1 hour flat. Please share the video. Have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your tongue. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth. Brush your tongue. Don't forget your oil pulling. Get down on your knees and say your prayers. Now listen, God knows that I can't get on my knees tonight. Okay, my lower back is too tight. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get in my bed as if I have heavy ankles, and I'm going to say my prayers from the bed. God understands tonight. Okay? And if you can get down on your knees, go ahead. If you can get down on your knees, even though you got a little fluid on your knees, go ahead and get down on your knees. Just because you got a little fluid on your knees. Who would ever easily. All right, y'all have an amazing night. I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. Thank you so very much for supporting my vision, what I do. And remember, we're doing this together. When I hit that bestseller list, When I hit that motherfucking bestseller list, I'm going to say, what's up to all the motherfucking pen pals? My girl Bianca Austin up in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Alicia Wells, Tonette Westry, Trina Bolden. I said Alicia Wells. I'm going to say my girl Crystal Hairston, who peeks in from time to time. I'm going to say Dan Natta, who was supposed to come over to Baltimore, but I think she made it up because she came to the Busboy and Poets in Hyattsville. I'm being Busboy and Poets in Hyattsville this Saturday. And I'm going to be like, my girl Evie Ford, who came to everything that I did. My girl Tiffany Smith Bell. My girl Carolyn Woods. Who else I remember off the top of my head? And then I'm going to say that little piece at the end. I'm going to say Indy. I'm going to say Courtney Britt. And then I'm going to say at the end, Michelle Yates. And then I'm going to say at the end, and for those that I forgot, charge it to my head, not to my heart. You know how people say that. But I thank you guys for making this happen. Thank you guys for making this book a #1 bestseller. I appreciate you guys for supporting the GoFundMe, the book tour. Because of you, I am here. Because of you, I am here. Thank you so very much. I'm going to say all of that. When I say my place is a mess, my place is a mess. Look at this. I don't even know if I want to see y'all. Tonette sent all this Fiji water. I was doing laundry. Like, I need to get my life. I need to get my life together, but I know y'all don't care. As long as y'all get y'all books and stuff, y'all don't give a damn. Look at this table. Tonette sent all this stuff here. I got to put this stuff up. Look at this. Clothes and shit down here. Look. Watch this. I took a bath over here. Look, I had my candles and shit burning. I took a bath. Yeah, I'm going to say Dr. Young. This is my bag that I haven't unpacked yet from California. Like, whew, I just need to get my life together. But yeah, I'm going to say all of that. I'm going to be like, thank you so very much. And I'm going to say it was women that supported me. It was women that supported me. Thank you for believing in what I do. You know, I'm going to say all of that. No, I'm about to go to bed now. I'm going to say Kiana Benjamin. Gigi. Nana. I'm going to say it was Nana down in Miami who donated $6 because that's all she could commit to. But it was so special because we kicked off this $5 Friday, and it was supposed to be more than $5, but then they only started sending $5. The clean. Do you supposed to say maid or you supposed to say cleaning lady? I don't know. But I think she's coming this week. What we do is I have her message me the day before to remind me because I can't keep up. But I think she's coming. I think she's coming before I leave to Maryland because I cannot come back to a messy house. It ain't nothing worse than coming back to a messy ass house. Isn't that the worst? I'm gonna say my girl Leela up in New Jersey. Thank you for supporting what I do. There was so many faithful people who support. This is me, and they're gonna be turning the music on and shit while I'm talking. I'm like, no, fuck that. I got more pen pals to thank, and I want to thank Lynette Buford. Nuh-uh, turn the lights back on. I have more people to thank. I want to thank Terry Davis, who said she was going to bed 40 minutes ago, but she's still in here watching. And I want to thank Angela Shank. And I want to thank Coco Matthews. And who else did I need to thank? Look, shit all the way over there. Look at this. Look, shit just everywhere. Shit just everywhere. Turn the lights back on. Sit down. I have more people to thank. Sit down. I want to thank Kesmira for being so faithful when sending money through the Cash App for the So Much to Say book tour. And Deacon Santana down in, where is he? Down in Jacksonville. Like, they be like, sir, ma'am, can you please get off the stage? Ma'am, we need you to get off the stage. No, I have more, but they be playing the music. They be going to the commercial. They can be going to commercial. Hold on, I have more people. My girl Avriel Duvernay, how can I forget her? That's my military friend. She was always gifting 9 books at a time. Avriel Duvernay. Avriel Duvernay. No, not Ava Duvernay. Avriel Duvernay. And then I'm going to say Selena Cooper, who was the first person that I met that actually cried when she met me. And then Velma down in Charlotte. She drove over an hour to meet me, and she was shaking and trembling, and I thought she had multiple sclerosis, but she was just anxious to meet me. And then Crystal Currents over there in Charlotte. She came with her husband to see me, gay author. And Crystal was crying. So I want to thank all of you for supporting what I do. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Veronica Brown, Petra. Thank you so very much for supporting this little black gay boy with a dream from Baltimore, Maryland. You know, they get so dramatic. They get so dramatic. They get so dramatic in these, right, they're going to be escort. Get your hands off me. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. And I have to thank Demetrius Smith and Marcellus. I have to thank Marcellus and Shakika. Listen, my car got impounded, and Shakika sent a message out to the pen pals, and Christy Burt Williams for coming to Atlanta and to Charlotte. Who else do it? Where's my list? Ma'am, that wasn't a part of your list? No, where's my list? That was just off the top of my memory. Where's my list? Ma'am, please, get off the stage. We have to go home. Catering has come in. Catering has come in. They've cleaned it up. They're putting the chairs away. We're already planning the next year. Right, Kanye gonna walk in, snatch the microphone. Y'all so silly. Good night. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.